So just one thing, I wanted to give some updates about everything we discussed in the, like many things that we discussed about in the last months. And first of all, there is one thing I know that a lot of people were looking at Tesla before. So I just wanted to go back on it and show a bit how it is these days. And
Mhm.
especially because we discussed about something that was a triangle. So that's the same. Now I'm showing the same triangle that I drew, I think 2 months ago or something. So we see that Tesla is still like fluctuating between those two lines, and eventually it's gonna have a breakout. So probably up or down. So it might be a great opportunity depending on what's your strategy. For the rest, there is the vaccine that was found by Moderna, actually. So we talked about Moderna when we had a conversation about the company that is going to find the vaccine. So there was few companies named. Moderna was one of them. So today they went up 10%. So there is a lot of people actually ordering the vaccines, many countries. So US, Canada. Other than that, just general knowledge. The vaccine itself is not the coronavirus, so it's great. It's not, some vaccines basically they just put you a bit of the virus into your body. So after that, you can develop the antibodies for it. So this one is not one of those. It's based on something called mRNA, which is matching the name of the company. And finally, the last update is about the Bitcoin. So we talked about the Bitcoin. I think it was around 8,000, 9,000, and now it's at 16,000, really close to 17,000. So it's something really awesome for people that jumped on the opportunity. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to maybe talk a bit more about the blockchain technology and see everything about the cryptocurrencies because things are just booming right now. So,
Mhm.
Emmanuel, I'm gonna stop presenting and let you start about the blockchain.
Okay. Thank you.
By the way, if you have any questions to Emmanuel during the presentation, you can just write them in the chat.
Okay, great.
All right. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, thank you very much, Bryce. So today we're just going to talk a little bit about the blockchain technology, what it is, and what it actually is, and how you can kind of position yourself and be a little bit more confident in your investment if you want to go in the road of blockchain technology. So if you look on the internet right now, by searching on Google what blockchain technology is, it's going to tell you exactly what it's here. Blockchain technology is a system of recording information in a way that makes it difficult or impossible to change, hack, or cheat the system. A blockchain is essentially a digital ledger or transaction that is duplicated and distributed across the entire network of computer systems on the blockchain. So to put this in simple words, what blockchain is exactly, it's a digital ledger of transactions that is hard or difficult to hack because it is encrypted. And what a ledger is actually is just a book of where you keep your transactions. I'm going to give you a little bit of a history of ledgers. So, for example, before we used to have this paper ledger. If you buy something, you're just going to write down what you bought, and you have it physically. You write it on a paper. If you lose that paper, you lose your history of transactions. So that paper, it's called a ledger. Now, the ledger was in the beginning it was physical, and then it went to being electronical, where people were using Excel sheet. But the problem with Excel sheet, oh, the very first problem, first of all, was the physical ledger is the fact that if you lose the paper, you lose it completely. And once you have written on it, it is a little bit hard to edit it because it is physical, right? It's paper. You write with a pen. It's kind of difficult to manage, but people went to electronic ledgers, which is like Excel sheet. When you have your Excel sheet, you can write down stuff, you can put them there, you can edit them there, you can add some formulas, and it's going to make your life a little bit easier. But the problem with Excel sheet or electronic ledger was the fact that you had to store them in one server, which is your computer. So for example, right now, I have an Excel sheet open in my computer here, but nobody can access this other than me. I can do all the modification. I can put all the formulas that I want here, which makes my life easy. But the problem is, if I lose my computer, I lose the data that I had. I'm going to lose that ledger, which is a big problem. Now, the next solution that came after that was putting the ledger on a cloud, like Google Sheet. If you have Google Sheet, you have the same Excel program or Microsoft Excel, but you have it on the internet. Now, for anybody who has a link, for example, a link to your Google Sheet, they can see what is on your Google Sheet. And if you want, you can allow them to work on that Google Sheet with you. So this would help people to work together. For example, in a company, the company can have their own server and allow people to go on that same sheet and edit or calculate the numbers together at the same time. But the same problem came again, because if the data center is destroyed, because right now when Google tell you are putting your stuff in Google Drive or in the cloud, actually what it is the fact that you are just putting your information in a data center owned by Google. It's just a big room of computers, and you are putting your information in that room, and you have a link to it. Anybody can access it. But the problem is still that if that room is destroyed by fire, by whatever, if it is destroyed, you're going to lose your data. You're going to lose the history of all the transactions that you made, which is kind of a very critical thing. So that is the actual issue that we have right now with cloud or centralized ledger. Now, the next solution to this is blockchain technology. What a blockchain is that it puts the ledger on multiple servers. So everyone who is on that platform, on the blockchain technology, has a part of that document. So if my computer is destroyed, a copy of that will be in my friend's computer. A part or a copy of that document will be in another person's computer. So for the whole data to be destroyed, they will have to destroy the whole blockchain. Like everybody who is on the blockchain will have to get their computer destroyed, which is a kind of a really difficult, if not impossible, thing to do. And another problem with centralized database or centralized ledger like Google or even your companies is the fact that if I am a hacker and I want to get into your document, I can just try to do my best to hack into this room or hack into your computer, and I will have access to modify your data, to read what is on there. I can read all of these things that are there. I can modify them and even cheat the system. If I want to have fraudulent transaction, for example, if I want to clean a transaction, I want to do money laundering, I can do that if I have access to that. But the problem with or the solution to that now with a blockchain technology is the fact that the data is in multiple computers or multiple servers. If I want to hack into that document, I will have to hack all those computers, which is kind of a difficult, if not impossible thing to do. First of all, the data is encrypted, but secondly, it is stored in different or multiple servers. So not really impossible to destroy them or to access them all at the same time if you do not have the key. Okay. So to give you now an example of how you can use this blockchain technology, you can use this I'm going to give you a few examples here. Let's go with a simple one, like Ripple. What Ripple does is that they are working with international money transferring, which is companies like MoneyGram, Western Union. When you transfer your money to somebody in a different country, they're gonna see the transaction and they're gonna verify it right away. That will facilitate into making sure the money is clear, the money is not for illegal reason or something like that. But the fact is, they work in international transaction. So the transaction of the money will be there on the blockchain of Ripple. The transaction the money that you sent will be on the Ripple blockchain. Now, another thing just to add there to clarify things is that, taking an example of the internet, what you do on internet is that you are transferring information, you are communicating information. But what you want to do with blockchain now is that you are transferring values. So I'm just going to bring this Excel sheet here, for example. If I use this example for this sheet right here, I have multiple transactions here, but what they say what I say my conversion rate or transaction, the price of the order, the price, and what I got in total, for example. But the value is that you're gonna know exactly what was this thing exactly. Like, this transaction is equal to a certain value. It is equal to a certain thing. So you can replace the value, or how can I use it? Yeah. So for example, when you say that person transferred 1 Bitcoin, you can use that 1 Bitcoin, or you can change the value and consider that 1 Bitcoin to be equal to like a house. So let's say somebody buy a house for 1 Bitcoin, you're gonna label that house for that particular Bitcoin. Now you will be able to see, by going to that particular blockchain, to that particular transaction, you will be able to see who was the previous owner of this house, how much did they buy it for, and how much is it at right now. So the fact is that you can change now that transaction and give it a certain specific value that you want. So another example of a blockchain project is Funfair. Funfair is working with casinos, and what they are doing is, when you go, for example, in a casino, you have to buy these. You have to buy casino money, which are those little coins. Now, those coins, Funfair is working with casinos to use cryptocurrencies for those coins. Each coin will have a specific crypto that will work with them, that they will use to specify if that specific coin is legal and it is accurate, because people were trying to fake those coins. They can make the coins from home and just come in the casino with those coins and try to cash them out to get money. It is illegal. But now there are some people who are doing it, but now they're going to use cryptocurrency to do that, to encrypt again those transactions, to encrypt those coin, and of course to also secure the transaction, to make sure it is the transaction are correct and the transaction is from a legal way, right? Another project, for example, another project is Chiliz. Chalice or Chiliz. I don't know how you pronounce it, but these guys also, they are working with sports companies to sell sports tickets. They already have a contract with UFC for their boxing games, so they will be able to see all the transaction. When you come with a ticket, it will have the transaction, it will have the label of the transaction where you bought it with your crypto, and that will specify automatically that the ticket you are bringing is legit, and you paid it with real money or legal money. They don't want you to use illegal money to pay for the ticket, and they don't want you to come with a ticket that is not legit. So with that blockchain, with that specific blockchain project, they can make sure all the transactions are right and they are legit. Another project, there are multiple projects out there. I cannot go over all of them. There is another one, Rentberry. This one will be working with rental listing and rental companies. So what it does is that before you rent a place, the place will be listed on the blockchain platform, and they will make sure, they will verify if the person is legit, the person who's trying to rent that place is legit, and you get into the contract to rent the place. And once it is time to get in, the blockchain platform will automatically deduct the cryptos from your account and send them to the owner or the landlord. So there are multiple projects. I cannot go over all of them, but once you get ready, once you want to invest into a specific crypto, what you want to do is going over their project and trying to understand what is it that they're doing. Is it something that's going to solve a big problem? For example, there are going to be other projects that will be working with insurance companies. For example, you want to know when you're going to buy a vehicle, you can just look at a specific transaction from a blockchain and know, okay, this vehicle was sold at this price, was previously owned by this person, and it was legit. So you can see the whole history of the transaction before you even proceed with the transaction. And what that does is that it just makes you sure and certain about the thing that you are proceeding with, the thing that you want to invest in. Because you don't want to buy a car that has been stolen from somewhere, and you have a VIN number that is not even correct. It's not even readable. But now you can have all of that history in the blockchain. There is another project with blockchain which works with loan. When you want to get a loan, you won't have to apply with multiple lenders and have your credit and all this stuff. You can just apply to a specific website, and they will ask you a certain collaterals. They will verify the collaterals, and you will automatically get your credit. There is already a company that does that. It's called Crypto, CRO. I think I have it here. Yeah, CRO. They already give crypto loans. They also have debit card, Visa debit card. They're also facilitating merchants to accept crypto payment. So you can pay in cryptocurrency and they will receive in dollars. So it's just the fact that once you get ready to invest into a specific crypto, what you want to do is go to the website and read about what they are working in. So if you go to, for example, I took the example of Rentberry. If you go to Rentberry, if this is what you want to invest in, what you want to do is going on the website, look at what they're doing. Okay, you look at the whole project, you see where it is applicable, how many people are doing it already, what are the testimonies and stuff, and then you can proceed with your investment if you feel confident enough. All right, so that is pretty much it. If anyone has a question, we can proceed with the questions. Otherwise, I can give you a little bit more examples.
I have a question, Emmanuel.
Yeah.
Would like to know, like now you listed few projects. So is there a place where you can go to just discover new projects and see what people are working on? Or
I usually use CoinMarketCap to see the cryptos that are these are for crypto that are already listed, and there is one for C. Let me just find one for you. Which one is it again? Hold on. Yeah, there is a website where you can see the upcoming coins. I'll find that and send it to you guys in the group.
Yeah,
but you can use this. Yeah, you can use this platform too to have to find different cryptos that are already on the market, and you can, by clicking on any of them, you can see directly what are the projects, what it works in. So by clicking on it, to give you the price, and then you can go to the website and read a little bit more about them. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And is there any ways to also invest in, just let's say you just want to invest in the blockchain technology, like ETFs or something like that, where you can just invest in the technology itself instead of picking a project?
So yeah, one of the ways that you can invest in the blockchain technology itself, but not a specific project, would be to invest. So I'm going to talk to it in two phases, like in two ways. You can either invest in a company that manufactures products that people use to work a blockchain project. For example, if you invest in NVIDIA works on processors. To do this kind of project, you will need a really strong computer. You need those computers that we call the miners. So when you want a miner, you will have to buy it from NVIDIA, and all these companies, all these projects, they will need miners to mine their transactions in order for the transactions to be verified. So you can invest in NVIDIA, for example, and by investing in NVIDIA, you are hoping for NVIDIA to have a high demand of miners, and the miners will be from blockchain, for blockchain. Another thing that you can do is you can invest in projects that are like motherboard projects. For example, Ethereum, there's a ton of projects that are built on Ethereum, on the Ethereum blockchain. So the Ethereum is like the main motherboard, and everything is built on top of it. So when you invest in Ethereum, for example, you kind of invest in the basic of the blockchain technology. There is also another one called Dragon Chain. Dragon Chain is also one of like the motherboard of blockchain because it facilitates communication for developers. Okay.
Okay, I see. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Thanks, Emmanuel.
Yeah.
If anyone else has questions, you can either write them in the chat or just, yeah. Guess, Josh, you have one?
Yes, Tunde. So I guess my question now is, let's say, someone is interested in one of these projects. Now, do most of these projects accept various forms of payment, meaning Visa, or is it just cryptocurrency, right? Because let's say someone goes to the website and it's like, wow, this is great. I guess from your experience, have you come across it where, like, yes, sign up, you can use a Visa card and pay, let's say $1,000, and when we get up and going, we will give you X amount in our cryptocurrency, or do some of these projects have it where when you sign up, they create a wallet, or like how would the process go for someone who's interested in investing some of these crypto projects go?
Yeah. So for purchases of the of a cryptocurrency, I'm going to go to this in two points too. For a purchase of a cryptocurrency, you will most likely need Bitcoin. So most of these cryptocurrencies or crypto projects, you cannot buy them with your fiat money. You will have to have Bitcoin, and then you will exchange the Bitcoin for that particular crypto. So you can buy Bitcoin from a broker. There are different brokers, and then you take that Bitcoin, you exchange it with a specific crypto that you want, and then you take that crypto, you store it in your wallet. If you don't want to leave it if you don't want to leave it in the exchange or with the broker.
Okay, perfect.
And another way that you can now buy in these companies is you can buy the ICOs, or it's like a IPO. When before the company goes public, they're gonna be the first public offer. So this is called like an initial coin offer. So you can invest into this before it goes public, and those ones you will still need Bitcoin too before you invest. Yeah, I believe you still need Bitcoin too, but there are now multiple brokers out there. One of the big ones in cryptocurrency is Binance. Binance is one of the big ones, and also Coinbase. These are one of the main exchange platform for cryptocurrencies. You can buy from there. You buy Bitcoin, and then that Bitcoin you will exchange it for a particular coin that you want. And if you want to you can keep your money on that exchange platform, or you can take your crypto in your own wallet. Because sometimes these guys too, they can be hacked. I mean, right now they're getting a little bit better, but in the beginning it was a little bit very hard to trust them, because it was just like a really starting technology. It was at the get-go, not a lot of them were trusted that much, but right now there is a little bit more trust building up with them, and more institutions are investing in this project. So there is more money invested into it, and the government is taking a look at it. So there isn't a lot of manipulation anymore. However, if you want to make sure you have your cryptocurrencies secured and stored in your private place, you can take them to your wallet and keep the wallet and just save the wallet somewhere.
Thank you, Tunde. And a quick question before we leave. Would you be able to recommend any wallets and maybe leave the information or the link in the group to help out the group members and the community?
Yeah, one of the very basic one is blockchain. It's literally the name, blockchain.com. It's literally the name. You can have this platform has multiple wallets. And another thing just to mention here, for each cryptocurrency, you will need a specific wallet for it. But with this website, blockchain.com, you can have one account with multiple wallets for different cryptos in that same account. So what it does, it gives you the wallet, but they don't have access to your wallet. If you lose that wallet, if you lose your wallet key, you lose your money. Nobody else has access to that wallet other than you. So you will need to make sure you save it properly somewhere safe. There will be a wallet key that you will be the only one who has it, not even the company.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, just make sure to leave those in the group, and that'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much.
No problem.
All right, great. So thanks, Emmanuel, for the presentation. So yes, if you guys have any questions about especially blockchain technology, crypto, you can always ask Emmanuel in the group. And yeah, please, Emmanuel, just share the links. That would be awesome. So
no problem.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining, and have a good rest of the evening.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have yourself a great night, guys and gals. Enjoy the rest of the week.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you, Emma.
No problem.